Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy, also known as ETCG1 on this channel, and if it is your birthday, absolutely happy birthday. I don't want to say it feels like my birthday because I just spent a bunch of money, but I did get something that feels like a birthday present, and that's a new toolbox. Not too long ago I did a video about needing a new toolbox. This is the one behind me. Oh, and a lot of people asked about this. Now that we're on the topic, Eric, why do you have a picture of yourself on the wall? Because it's signed by Scanner Danner and Eric O of South Main Auto. That's why. Not because I'm narcissistic or nothing, not that I make videos of myself walking around my shop all the time. Stop with the anticipation, move on. I'll say this, I spent more than I wanted to spend, but I think I got a really good deal. And I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time in this video justifying the expense, and you may pick up on that and call me out in the comments, so be it. But I will say that I have been working out of that toolbox for the past, well, geez, I got it in '98, so it's almost 20 years now. It's March 5th, 2017 is when I'm making this video. I got this toolbox last week. I didn't have time to do anything with it. It's actually Sunday, and I don't normally work on Sundays, but I'm coming in to move tools over from the old guy to the new guy. And as far as the fate of the old toolbox, I'm going to give it to one of my kids, and well, that's that. This is what I got. Here it is. This is the Snap-on KRL1023. It has 22 drawers. And they're pretty stinking massive. I think they're 30-inch drawers. It also has an aluminum top. And one thing you may notice, like right off the bat, this box is brand new. Like off the truck, brand spanking new. I didn't buy it new. I found it on Craigslist. This box, and this is the part where I start justifying things. This box retails for about $12,300 if you bought this new. As it sits right now, then you're not done. Top is also another $1,000. So you're looking at a $13,000 toolbox. Eric, what did you pay for it? All right, I know this is gonna sound like a lot, but that's why I told you how much this thing retails for new. I paid $6,500 and it was delivered. These toolboxes are really heavy. You don't just like throw these on the back of a pickup truck. Now, you usually have to rent a rollback tow truck, something like that, to get you from point A to point B with this because of its massive size and weight. So you're saying to yourself, Eric, you could have just as easily gotten a Harbor Freight for, you know, like 1,500 bucks or whatever, and you're right, I could have. But I've been working out of a less expensive toolbox for, as I said, 20 years. And I guess I've reached a point in my career where I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time to get something nice. And I could have went for less expensive ones, but I can't stress enough. This is a brand new toolbox. Brand new, you know, almost $14,000 worth of toolbox with this top that I got for half price, less than half price. It has, well, here, let me show you. These drawers have locks underneath that you slide to one side. All right, you can see them better now. So what you do is when you go to open it, you slide these to one side and they're locks. So once you've got it open, which side do they lock it on? Yeah, there it is. So when you've got it open, this little tab here goes in and closes and locks. You can pull it over, you can pull it open. See, I'm not kidding when I say that this is brand new. I mean, it still has the owner's manual. It hasn't even had the handle installed yet. And it came with this pin, weirdly. And this, I believe, is an owner's manual. I haven't even opened it. I mean, I literally just got it here. But these drawers, like I said, these are massive. 27 inches front to back. So the actual opening of what's in here is 27 inches. Going this way, and you're probably curious about that. I have two of these that are like this long. These drawers that are this big. Okay, and this is 49, it looks like. So 27 by 49. All right, so the two largest drawers, one that's deep and then one underneath it that's shallow. And then these other ones. Like I said, this is brand new. And the drawers are a little stiff at the moment, and I'm going to say that's partially because it's cold, but also I'm told that once the weight of the tools is in here, these move a lot easier. But look at that. That's just one drawer. I'll be able to fit like half of this toolbox into here. In fact, I should roll this old toolbox over here just so you can see the difference in size. But I got this because I felt it was good value. I know that I could turn around and sell this toolbox right now for $7,000 if I wanted to. Maybe even more than that. But that's not the point. I mean, these are all the mats and everything, so it did come with all the mats. But when I say new, I mean this is what I mean when I say new. I mean that it hasn't even had the mats taken out of the plastic. It was just delivered. And then these other drawers on the side. I'll link in the description to the toolbox and the top so that you can check them out online. But that's what I did. I opened every drawer. It is perfect, except I did notice this little dent down here, and I didn't see that when I looked it over. And I mean, I really looked this thing over when I got it. Didn't see that initially. Also, there's a scratch back here. But other than that, I mean, it's, like I said, it's brand new. You can put the handle on either side. So you can put it on this side, or you can put it on this side. Now, the casters, remember I was talking about the maximizer and the casters, and I waited to hear back from Mac, and I never did, unfortunately, so that didn't work out, but you know, I'm not disappointed. But anyway, these casters are pretty killer. They roll super easy, like watch. I'll just give this thing a push, and this thing is 1,000 pounds all day long. And it rolls that easy. These wheels on this side pivot, these do not. Thing of it is, to put it in the space where I want to put it, I kind of need the wheels on the opposite sides because I kind of want to put the handle on this side. And I haven't sorted out how to do that. I did mention that this was like 1,000 pounds all day long. Yes, this one has this cover that you can slide back and forth. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is. I have seen this in toolboxes. The only thing I can figure is this is like a good writing surface, so you pull this out and you can use it to like write on or do something like that. That's the only practical thing I can come up with for that. Yeah, it's rolling away. I need to lock the wheel so I can open and close the drawers. There. Sit, Ubu, sit. Yeah, that's better. Now it's not going everywhere. That is one massive drawer. Let me show you something else. I mean, these drawers are no joke. Can you see my feet? Yeah, you can see my feet. Okay, opening the top drawer all the way. And I go about 210, 215. I am off the ground right now on this drawer. It's rated for 220. So you can put a lot of weight in these drawers. So here's the size comparison between new and old. It took a bit to get stuff moved, but there's the size comparison. And remember, this is a side box here. So this piece comes off. So it's really just from here over. Just moving this over here, I just want to illustrate how jacked up my casters are by moving this thing around. Oh, sure. Now it works fine. I pulled it out from the wall and it was like jumping all over the place. This is the caster, this one right here, that I was talking about that was bad. That got destroyed by the tow truck driver. There it goes. There it goes. Now it's acting like it did. There we go. That's what it does. And it's not like I drive my toolbox around all the time, but you get the point. It's old, but it has served me really well, and I'm sure my kids will enjoy it. Can you believe how clean it is over here? It's been sitting there at least a year. I was thinking I was going to have to do a lot of cleaning. You might be thinking what I've always thought, and that's that the toolbox itself isn't important, it's the tools that go on the inside of it, and that's where you want to put your money. And I've gone by that philosophy for several years, and I would have continued to go on with that philosophy, but I saved my money. I wanted something nice. I wanted something after 20 plus years of being a technician, of something to symbolize where I'm at. And in a way, I feel like this sort of elevates at least my status in my mind. As far as the type of technician, does this toolbox make me a better technician? No. But I feel that having all my tools organized in such a space is actually going to make me more efficient. So in that sense, I feel it will make me a better technician. But yes, like I said, it's a lot of money. But when you think about the value of this toolbox, and you're probably thinking Snap-on's charging too much to begin with, maybe they are. But this is an American-made quality toolbox that will outlast me and will still have value when I'm not using it anymore, either to my kids as their inheritance or whatever. As I said, I knew I would spend some time justifying it, but you know, when you see a brand new Snap-on toolbox on Craigslist for half price, I had to go at least take a look, and I did, and we negotiated very little. They were actually asking $66.95 for the toolbox. Which I believe was probably about half of what he paid for it. I ended up with it for $6,500. I've bought like several cars, like 4 cars for that cost, easily. I keep going back to that, but at the end of the day, it's about what makes you happy. When I walk into the shop now, I mean, I love walking into the shop. This shop is amazing and awesome. I look over and I see this toolbox. It's gonna, I don't know, it gives me a certain warm, fuzzy feeling inside. I guess that's part of it. Is that worth what I paid? I hope so. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what this represents. I'm excited about working out of it. I'm excited to, you know, have all of my tools in one place, not stacked over on top of each other. I can finally consolidate. Some of you suggested that I move things up onto a pegboard. I have done that. Some of you suggested that I clean out my toolbox. I also did that. I'll link in the description a video that I did about cluttering the toolbox. So I mean, I literally reached the end. I literally tried everything possible to make this go as far as it could, and I feel it did. I have no regrets. I'm very happy with the new toolbox. This will be the last toolbox I get. I'm not getting another one. When I get everything transferred over and done, I'll do another toolbox tour, and we'll talk about how much I love or hate it, things I like or don't like about the toolbox when I get it all put together. But that's what I'm going to go do now. If you want to buy a good toolbox, don't pay interest on it, and buy what's within your means. I mean, if you're a do-it-yourselfer or a weekend warrior or something like that, you don't need to spend frickin' $7,000 on a toolbox. You can go and just as easily get one of those Harbor Freights or those Huskies or a Craftsman or one of those more affordable ones. In fact, I also looked at Extreme Tools for a while. They had some nice offerings that were there, but the difference between the you know, $13,000 toolbox and the $1,700 toolbox is mostly the materials and what it's made from, also where it's made. Things that are made in America are going to be more expensive. You know, they talked about all kinds of things about the welds on this thing being every 3 inches, and you know, they really talk it up in the literature. Just click the link in the description and you'll see what I'm talking about. But sort of compare it like this. A Rolls-Royce and a Volkswagen Beetle will both get you from point A to point B. But the Rolls-Royce comes with, I guess, a certain amount of status. I mean, I talked about this a little bit in luxury vehicles. You know, sort of like you've arrived. They'll both do the same thing, but it really depends on who you are as a person, I suppose. And because of you, as I was about to say, I have reached a point in my career where I'm able to do this. And like I said, I saved up for a long time. I didn't pay interest, and I recommend you do the same. And I paid cash. And that meant something. That got me that, what, almost $200 off that asking price, which was already cut in half from what it was. So you know, those of you that know these toolboxes know that they are really great and that they are really expensive and they are of good quality. And I got all of the above at a very affordable price, comparatively speaking. This is a brand new toolbox, and it came delivered. So that saved me over $100 on one of those tow trucks that I spoke of about moving these things around. I'm happy. I hope you're happy for me. Check out the links in the description to this. Thank you to everybody for all the suggestions that you made. And well, like I said, I'll be back with another toolbox tour at some point. If you have automotive questions, air@thecarguy.com, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.